Imagine a giant city made of steel, floating in the middle of the ocean. Modern cargo ships are some of the biggest machines humans have ever built. Some are longer than 4 football fields, and heavy enough to carry thousands of containers. But here's the strange part. How does something that heavy not sink straight to the bottom of the ocean? Today, we're going to discover the amazing science that keeps giant ships floating. TinyWonders presents Why Giant Ships Don't Sink. Cargo ships are unbelievably huge. Some carry cars, food, toys, electronics, and even giant machines. The biggest cargo ships can weigh more than 200,000 tons. That's heavier than thousands of elephants, hundreds of airplanes, or entire skyscrapers. So why don't they sink? The answer starts with something called buoyancy. Buoyancy is an upward force created by water. When something goes into water, the water pushes back against it. If that upward push is strong enough, the object floats. But if the object is too heavy for the amount of water it pushes away, it sinks. That's why a tiny rock sinks, but a giant ship floats. Sounds impossible, right? But here's the trick. Ships are mostly filled with air. Even though ships are made from heavy steel, most of the inside is actually empty space. Inside a cargo ship are rooms, hallways, giant cargo spaces, engine rooms, and air-filled compartments. All that air makes the ship much less dense overall. Density means how much stuff is packed into a space. A solid block of steel sinks fast, but a giant steel ship filled with air spreads its weight across a huge area. That helps it float. It's kind of like the difference between squeezing into a tiny ball in a swimming pool, or spreading out on a giant float. The shape of a ship is also very important. The bottom of the ship is designed to push aside huge amounts of water. As the ship moves into the ocean, it displaces water. That means it pushes water out of the way. The more water the ship pushes away, the more upward buoyancy force the water creates. That upward force keeps the ship floating. It's almost like the ocean is holding the ship up with invisible hands. But floating is only part of the challenge. Ships also need to stay balanced. If all the heavy cargo sat on one side, the ship could tilt dangerously. That's why ships use something called ballast tanks. Ballast tanks can fill with water to help balance the ship. Engineers carefully control weight, cargo position, and water levels. This keeps giant ships stable even during rough storms. The ocean can be extremely powerful. Waves can become taller than buildings, strong winds push against the ship constantly. But modern ships are designed to survive harsh weather. Their giant size actually helps them stay stable in rough seas. And deep below the ship, huge engines keep the vessel moving across the ocean. Some cargo ships travel thousands of kilometers carrying goods all around the world. Almost everything around us travels on ships at some point. Things like phones, clothes, food, furniture, and toys. Without cargo ships, global trade would slow down dramatically. These giant floating machines quietly help connect the entire world. So even though giant ships are incredibly heavy, they float because of buoyancy, air-filled spaces, smart engineering, and carefully balanced design. And next time you see a giant ship, you'll know it's not magic. It's science, and a little bit of engineering wonder. Thanks for exploring with TinyWonders. Subscribe for more amazing videos about animals, machines, science, oceans, space, and how our incredible world works. And tell us in the comments, what should we discover next?